listening to Cup of Queens with Paige and Saray, and today we're so excited. We have Christy Tevin, who is the owner and founder of Love Always Floral here in Fargo, and we are so excited to dive in and talk with her about all things floral, weddings, and how she discovered her true passion.
Yeah, Christy really took a turn of events when she decided to quit her full-time job to follow her passion, and it was really inspiring to see how she decided to take this leap of faith and do what she loves, and it was really fun to pick her brain on some floral trends as well.
So grab your cup and enjoy!
Cheers to Friday!
Cheers to
Friday!
Cheers!
We got our Sauvignon Blanc. Thanks to Katie from Vanity Bar. She's like totally reinstilled my love for this, so that's all I've been drinking.
So, is this from New Zealand?
Right?
Okay, good. Then it's a good one.
Yep, I know. She told us that tip.
Yes.
So we're here with Christy.
We're here with Christy. Love Always Floral, and we're so excited.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to be here. What's better than wine on a Friday?
I know, right? I know. It's getting nice out, and I feel like with nice weather, I mean, flowers are year-round. Absolutely, but definitely when you get into like summer weddings,
yes.
You start to think about them a lot more. So we're excited to pick your brain and just kind of see how you started your business and learn all the ins and outs.
Yeah. So tell us how you started your business, where the inspiration came from, and
all the things. Yeah, for sure. So Love Always is 5 years old now. We just celebrated our 5th birthday in January. And it started out of my house. So, yeah, I worked we had a tiny little home just north of downtown right after we got married. And it just started out of there just to keep costs low and keep overhead minimal. And then just kind of grew from there. So then we found our spot next to 20 Below Coffee right now where we're at, behind Handpicked Goods. Since we're a studio shop, we just like to hide back there and do flowers all day.
Oh my gosh!
So we're not actually that easily accessible, and it's just by appointment only.
Okay.
So you can call and order ahead, and we'll have it ready for you. But we just don't have like the grab and go type stuff.
Sure.
So yeah, we just hang out back there and just flower away. I started my career more on the corporate side, so was in marketing for quite a while.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I was at Flint Communications right out of
Cool.
college, and then
Nice.
went and did corporate events for Shields for a couple years, and then went back to Flint. And during that time, I just started playing with some flowers. I worked at a flower shop part-time for one summer and then just fell in love with it and stepped away from it. And I was like, I don't need, it's a fun hobby. I don't need to do it.
Yeah.
And then I just could not shake the feeling. And so, I just started, putting my website out and just little steps, step by step.
Yeah.
And, finally, one November, I took a week just in a cabin in the Northwoods by myself and read Firestarter Sessions by Daniel Laporte. Have you guys read it?
No.
I don't think so.
I've never heard of it.
I have heard of it, but
I love it. So it was just based on how you want to live your life based on how you want to feel versus, checklists and goals and that types of things. And I realized that how I was spending my time wasn't how I wanted to feel at all. And so floral was just like such an obvious blaring choice. And so while I was at the cabin, I set up a meeting with my boss on Monday and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And so
really?
Yeah.
So was that when you were at Shields then?
At Flint.
At
So when
Flint,
I went
okay.
back to Flint the second time. And I adore my boss that I had there, and
Yeah.
she's incredible, and she was so supportive, and so I'm a huge fan of her, and it just wasn't the best fit for me. Awesome company, just not the best fit for me. And so wrapped up at the end of the year and then started out in my home and going from there.
Oh my gosh. That kind of gives me goosebumps.
Me too. That
It's
is
almost like teary-eyed.
nuts.
Also, I'm going to go buy that book.
Yeah,
I
you
should.
should. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
it's fantastic. And just give yourself a couple days to just soak it in and journal and go through all the steps.
Can I ask what was the kind of motivation to rent a cabin by yourself? Were you just doing some soul searching, or what was the goal there?
Yeah, kind of. I think I knew I just wasn't in the right spot and didn't know where to go. And so I was just kind of my life was fine and great, but it just wasn't as fulfilling as I would have hoped. And so it was actually my aunt, who's one of my best friends. she was like, just take the cabin and spend a couple of days there. Don't talk to anybody and just go away. And so she lined it up and she got a cabin of one of her friends and just let me go there. And so it's been the best gift I've ever received.
Oh my
That's incredible.
It's crazy what like just time to yourself can produce.
Yeah.
And kind of going off the grid, you know, like not talking to people, not getting feedback, and just
having outer opinions, just really being with your thoughts.
Yes.
And ultimately led to you starting kind of your dream job.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
That's so exciting. So, okay, you left your job, you're doing what you love. The name, how did you think of that? How did everything come about?
Yeah, Love Always, a funny fact, I actually thought, like, I'm going to do wedding planning because I had the corporate events planning in the background. I'm terrible at wedding planning. It's like one of those things, and I don't like it. And I'm like, what am I doing? So that faded away quickly. There's awesome wedding planners in this community. I am not one of them. And so Love Always actually came from... my grandma had always signed her cards Love Always, and so just
sweet.
Always enclosed it in it. And my mom's always done it growing up too, just Love Always, Mom, you know. And so it was just kind of this sounding thing that had always been on every card since you grew up. And it just kind of felt right to start the company based in that and based in like strong women, loving on other women, supporting each other, and founded in love. And so that's
Put it on a billboard. That is perfect.
And then the cool part was we were going through cards and my great grandma did it too. So it's been like for a couple generations now. And so it's like so fun to like see that. And my grandma's really cute and proud of it. And so it's fun to. So the cursive signature is actually hers hand script.
Oh my god.
Like, so your sweatshirt says it. So I was actually looking, I'm like, I bet that. I just had a feeling.
Nice. So, and how meaningful, and look, cards are such a sentimental thing, which flowers are typically too. Also very sentimental gifts. So what a perfect thing to come full circle like that.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my gosh.
It felt right. And
So you found the name.
Yeah.
And when did you start to kind of hit your groove with feeling like, okay, like this is our business. Like I have my staff, I have my jobs. When did that kind of start to kick in?
It took a little while. I quit my job in December, and I don't think I told anyone I was doing this until like February, March, because I was so just shy or didn't want people to judge. It was just so dumb. Like, if you want to do something, do it. And it's so awesome. So I didn't tell anybody until later, and I just kind of worked on my home, worked on my website, did like deliveries for friends who had heard about it and wanted, and other entrepreneurs in town were so supportive and bought flowers. And so I just like still hold such a special place in my heart for all my first customers who like came to my house to pick up the flowers, or like we delivered it. And so that's just a really special couple months where it was just kind of quiet at home. And then I had I partnered with the White House Co. and Your Day by Nicole. And so they were so fantastic and so instrumental in just helping us get off the ground. And we did a couple styled shoots just to get some good photos. And then from there, the word kind of spread about it. And so started to book in some brides. And that's when I knew my bride schedule. It's nice with weddings, you kind of know what revenue's coming in and what you have. And so was able to figure out I could hire someone. So hired someone within 4 months. Just knowing what we had booked in.
That's awesome.
She was a part-time college student in her architecture master's program, and so she was fantastic. And so she came to my home.
Oh my god!
We did boots on our kitchen table, and that's just kind of, it was like a little 8x8 square, and that's just where we designed. We had like an old fridge in the basement that we kept everything in, and so awesome. So it was pretty. Not as shiny and glamorous as you would think, but it was.
But it's cool to see where you started and where you are now, and knowing that was all you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't take any credit.
You have to. But you started it.
Yeah,
it was your idea.
And it was your dream. And
yes.
I agree. I think it's really cool to, I love whenever we get to hear the comparisons of how people start and then where they are. I mean, actually 4 months is pretty quick for you to be like, okay,
really quick.
I can take someone on board. I mean, that's a great momentum to get within your business. So, and obviously you have such a strong business. I mean, I was very familiar with your name and your company. So that's a huge testament to you.
Awesome. I still think nobody knows about it.
No! Oh, no. I'm like, I see it on Instagram all the time.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yeah. So how many staff do you have right now?
Now we're at, including myself, 15. So,
wow.
Yeah,
okay.
we, and that's between, we have a location in Bismarck and Fargo. So,
you do?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So between the two spaces, there's 15 of us. So.
Nice. So how long did it take you to open that second location?
We just opened it this year.
Did?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So it was kind of fell into each other's laps, and it's been so wonderful. And I'm just so grateful for Janelle, who's running the Bismarck shop down there. Is doing a fantastic job and just kicking butt. So she's and again working out of her house right now. So same exact. We're looking for spaces. We just haven't quite found the right one. But she's doing awesome.
That is so cool. Okay, so there had to have been some challenges that you have ran into throughout your time. and I think that's so important to talk about because it's so easy with social media to just get the perception of like, oh, like, look at Christy, she just started this and like it totally took off. But, you know, what are some of those moments that have really tested you and kind of pushed you into situations you didn't know that you were going to face?
Oh, gosh. I mean, if you think of like things like a person could do wrong, I probably did it. Yeah, I just remember my first year, I forgot to like fill out some WSI form, and I remember I got this like $2,000 fine, which at the time I was like,
can't do this.
I was like, I'm done. What am I gonna do? And so, paid it. It was because the fine came in like January when our cash is super low, and so anyway, made it work. It was all good. But for the first couple, even 2-3 years, it was always just kind of like, okay, watching your dollars really closely to make sure you can make payroll, make all your payments, and go ahead and move forward with it. And so, but yeah, fill out your paperwork. I thought I could do my own accounting, so I tried for like the first 6 months. I had to like pay someone double to like fix all my mistakes.
Oh,
like,
shoot.
Let's be honest, I barely passed accounting in college. And so why I thought I could do my own just was...
You never know unless you try.
Exactly. You never know.
So yeah, I had to refix that. There's always not always issue. I've been so lucky with such awesome teammates, and we haven't had any guys, work for us yet.
That's interesting.
So it's just been women. I would love for guys to join the team, but just I want to support our team as best I can, and so there's always that like self-doubt of like, am I a good leader, boss? Like, do they feel supported? Do they feel loved? Do they like coming to work? Are they, in a happy place? Like all those things that just run through your mind all day. And, even working with our brides, like it's, or any of our couples, like it's their, most important day of their life to date. And we get to be a part of it. And I just want it to be so perfect. And so making sure like everything's right, or not ordering the wrong flowers. And we went and did a setup this morning, and, we always show the couple their bouquet, and I get nervous every time. I've done it hundreds of times, and I'm always still like, hi.
Like, do you like
what
this?
Do you really like it?
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I guess just mistakes as far as not paying enough attention to teams sometimes, and there's always accounting and cash flow things that I learn along the years, and so now I watch my spreadsheets, and even just going through COVID. I was glad I had made those mistakes in the past to, hit last year and know what processes we have to watch our cash flow and make sure everything's okay. And so, lots of mistakes.
But always a lesson. I love that you say that, because it's like, I feel like people are scared to make mistakes. Well, obviously, who wouldn't be? Like, we don't want to, but you always end up learning and growing from it.
It always sometimes seems to come out better
than
you expect. You know, I mean, after you're over that.
After you get over the hump.
You like go in the corner and cry for a little while.
Then dust it off to good.
I come back out. And it's, I just remember like getting even that fine with WSI. I had to like go cry in the bathroom for 15 minutes and then I come back in.
Like, all right, let's get to work.
We're okay.
Shoot. I love that you say that you get nervous though every time still, because that goes back to kind of what you were talking about in the beginning. If you didn't care and if you didn't love what you were doing, those feelings wouldn't be there. So I think it's really good that you get nervous every time, because it means that you really care and you put so much heart and work into it. So that's so cool that you're still feeling that even after the many years that you've done this.
And you care so much about your clients too, because you want them to be happy, you know? So, okay, kind of looping back to talking about weddings and brides. Okay, there's so many people who have so many extravagant, crazy weddings, not even local, like celebrities, okay? What would be the coolest event or wedding for you to do arrangements for?
Oh, like person or just
celebrity, person,
oh my gosh,
event.
I always used to joke to my mom, I'm going to be the florist for The Bachelor someday.
Yes. Caitlin Bristow, did you just see she got engaged?
No.
Yes.
Did you reach out to her?
She's like our favorite bachelorette. You should reach out. Just throw a little DM in there, see what happens.
Yeah. Do it for free.
That would be awesome.
I love that answer.
I haven't kept up with it as much as I used to in the past. But yeah, I would tell my mom, like, I can do that someday.
I think you can.
That's so
or
cool.
the Ellen show, if I could be Ellen's florist.
Yes.
So I did just hear that Ellen's off air now.
What?
Yeah. They're canceling her show.
I heard that. Well, there's
so you might need to find a different
So maybe not Ellen.
Okay, so Bachelor it is.
Bachelor will still work.
Yeah.
Actually, the last season of The Bachelor, what was his name? Matt James.
Yes.
His flowers were nuts.
Were they?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
They're boosting their flower budgets.
I like that.
They got more of the dollars.
Or when the royal weddings were happening. Yeah.
Okay.
I also
that
think
would be mine.
the Met Gala would be like incredible. I don't know if they do a ton of flowers there, but they should.
They should.
I feel like they do. I mean,
They
Or
have
any
to.
like Kardashian birthday party.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Stormy's birthday.
That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Oh, that is so funny.
Cool.
So you have some of our big dream jobs there. What has been your favorite job that you've done so far? And it's probably hard to pick, but maybe your favorite even type of jobs to do.
I love like any hanging install, like put me on a ladder to the place. Yeah, like something that like when a couple shows me like, can you do this? I'm like, I don't know, but yes.
I will figure it out.
We'll figure that out.
Oh my gosh. So hanging like from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, ceilings, tents, anything, but or just like building something super asymmetrical that's got like a flow to it, just that's kind of got this natural feel. And I think I keep coming back to like, I just want to help people, and we want to help people create beautiful moments, whether that's like through daily deliveries or their wedding day or wherever that might be. So just like taking a blank space or a blank canvas and building this beautiful floral install out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, okay, this is where you're going to start your life together,
That's such a cool way to look at it.
That is.
So I love blank spaces that we can just come in and have the flowers. I'm a little biased, but have the flowers be the thing.
Yes, that should be the focal point. Always. Okay, so weddings are obviously a big part of the business, but so tell us, like, what else do you do? Because I personally, whenever I think flowers, I do think weddings, think proms. But what is is there ever something that you guys do that you're like, not many people do this, but we're doing it right now?
West Acres has been an awesome partner of ours, and so I have a huge heart for them. I'm so grateful for their support. And so we do the fountain installs, or we've done a lot of the fountain ones. And so it's like thinking like wedding on grand scale, you know? And so and that's where it's not necessarily tied exactly to flowers, but just how can we take this blank space, figure out what we can hang, how we can hang it, how we can fill the space, you know. So it's this massive canvas that we can fill in different ways. And so that's things when I'm like at the mall doing this, I'm like, what? Whoa.
I'm doing this right now?
So
that is such a... And is that so cool. Like a seasonal change?
Generally, yeah, it just depends on when they're looking for it. So usually we switch it out seasonally. Like the one there now has like the hanging wisteria.
White, right?
Yep, yeah.
Okay, I cannot believe those are yours because I was literally just at the mall getting my nails done. And I was like, damn, these are really cool. Like, I'm not kidding. I literally noticed them, appreciated them, and I was like, wow, no mistakers.
That's us.
That is so cool.
And then like the disco balls and the streamers in front.
Cool.
That's so cool. Some random ones. And then I think, you know, they have other vendors that come in and do awesome jobs together. And so West Acres is so great at just supporting creatives in all sorts of spaces and just giving them like creative freedom to take a blank space and let it go wild. And so
it's awesome.
I just think of like the Bellagio Gardens.
Me too!
Oh my
gosh. Balloons with flowers.
That is my dream. Every time we go to Vegas, I'm like, okay, I want to go there at least a few times to walk around.
You have to.
It's beautiful. And I love that they change it to, I think it's seasonal, right?
I think
it might even be more than seasonal.
I think it might even be more. Yeah. I mean, we actually just got back from there and it's
twice a quarter.
Yeah, I bet it's probably twice a quarter. Actually, that's where I got engaged, was in the Bellagio Gardens. So I can't believe I didn't think about that when we were talking about like ultimate projects, because that would be, I mean,
that's the ultimate project.
When we were there just this last weekend, we were looking, and the amount of flowers they put into one little piece, I mean, I can't even imagine the number. They should really have it posted, like 12 million flowers are in here, because it's probably up there.
And the price?
Yeah.
I want to know their budget to upkeep that.
Yes.
It's nuts, but it's so
it is so cool.
Wow.
All right. So we have a fun game for you.
I'm so excited, yes.
And because we were thinking, we're like, okay, we really want to pick your creative mind. And also, I was telling Paige how I've been super into astrology lately. I'm loving it. We were talking about it a little bit before we started recording. So I'm like, there are a lot of people I know that are spot on. Like, you are a tried and true Taurus. Like, that's all you are.
Yeah.
So we want to read you some astrology signs, and we want you to tell us what bouquet you would put together based on their sign.
I like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Super creative.
So, Paige, what is yours again?
Are you going to tell me the explanation? Okay.
I'll tell you the explanation. Yeah, I won't expect you to know like each astrology sign. That would be crazy. So you're Sagittarius?
No, Libra.
Libra.
Yes.
Okay. I don't even know a lot of these, but also this book, I will post it. I have this book that has like all of these signs, and it is a freaking riot to read through with people because it tells you how to interact with certain type of signs, like how to interact with the boss, Libra. Did you say Libra?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Funny.
Okay, so Paige, you are a Libra, which means Libras are beauty lovers ruled by the planet Venus, extremely talented socially. Libras know a great deal about how to make friends and deal with complexities of human natures. This does not make them social butterflies, since many prefer to be alone. But their karma in this time frame seems to lead them to a profession where they can utilize their talents in dealing with people. Libra's great challenge in life is to maintain balance, represented by the symbol of, I don't know what that word is, scallies. I don't know what that means. But, so social, professional. What would you do for someone who's social, professional? What were the other kind of key points in there?
Yeah, lover of beauty.
Yeah, lover of beauty, social. Yeah.
That's totally fitting, not to just derail us, but being in sales.
Totally
sales.
I know.
Or people, I meant.
I've actually never read that. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty spot on for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what you do with that.
Okay, so I feel like... Have you had a bouquet done for you before?
No,
I
haven't.
Oh, okay, so...
I'll hire you for my future wedding.
Okay, great. Gosh, maybe like a little wild and organic. I'm kind of picturing like a little more horizontal, whimsy, whites with like muted tones in there. Does that feel right?
Yes. Love that.
Little greens kind of coming out here and there, just a really natural feel, almost like a heart-shaped bouquet. Yeah.
Pretty.
Does that feel right?
Yes.
Am I way off?
No, this is good. Can I get one too?
I love that.
Okay, good. Love it. Okay, we'll do mine, which is Leo. Okay, symbolized by blazing the radiant sun, the fixed fire sign of Leo spreads its creative warmth over all within a sphere of influence. Leos pride themselves on keeping their fire under control and making judgment calls that can benefit others. Passionate emotionally, those born under this sign will not be denied what they desire and are prepared to fight if necessary.
Ooh.
That is so
spicy.
you.
That
is so you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I feel like you're a little more structured, or like all whites.
Yes.
Yeah, am I right?
That is literally what I did.
Awesome. Yeah, kind of like all whites, a little more rounded.
Yep.
Yeah, not super crazy on things coming out everywhere, but really like classic flowers, like peonies, hydrangeas.
You just named my bouquet. Like that was literally the wedding bouquet that I had. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're good at this. Okay, what's your sign again?
I'm Scorpio.
You're Scorpio, but you said that you're not super connected to Scorpio,
Parts of it, I totally am. But we were talking in the shop how if you're born kind of right on the edge, like within 3 days or 4 days of the sign switching, you can have traits of the one previous.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I butt up against. I forget what it is.
So I
the
bet
one
you
before
would,
Scorpio.
Well, a Libra is.
Oh.
So what
So is
Paige
that pretty
is?
similar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be like the two of them. Gosh, what would I do?
What would you do? Okay, so, well, let's just, a couple key points for any of you Scorpios out there who are tried and true. Okay, fixed water sign, ruled by the dark planet Pluto and co-ruled by aggressive Mars. Likes their namesake, Scorpios are best left alone since their captivity to infect pain is pronounced. Yeah, this doesn't sound like you.
No,
It's a little fiery.
Yeah.
Can be very charming as well as aggressive. And let's see, I'm just skimming. Air of mystery around them. Yeah, this is so not you.
I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, but with that being said, so what would a Scorpio, a true Scorpio, want in a bouquet? Being that they like to be left alone because they might inflict pain on people.
They're really great people.
Yes, they're really great.
Have a little bit of mystery around them too.
Gosh, I feel like they need like, maybe I just hear fire, and I'm in love with like super orangey red tones, like really bold, bright greens, kind of that like even like rusty orange into like a muted reds and that tones with them.
Cool.
So fun.
I love the rusty orange.
I do too.
I really do.
So
I'm
pretty.
so not a color person, so you were like spot on with the whites, but I love a rusty orange.
Yes. I love that. It's
really
just like it really pops. It is really in right now. Yeah.
It is. And I like the green.
Yeah.
So what has been like the wildest bouquet you've ever done? Like something, because I do think a lot of people like probably the, well, just based on trends, and let me know if I'm wrong, but I see a lot of kind of those muted colors, but what have you done that's like out there?
Boy. I can't think of anything that's like, whoa, that's nuts. We did do one a couple years ago that was like draping down to her foot, which was so cool. Yeah, it was like wiring things upon wiring things. So it was a drape, but like a dramatic queen style
Neat.
drape. That was super fun.
Gosh.
Yeah, so one of our like more just like, holy cow, bouquets we've ever done. It was heavy. I
can't imagine.
Yeah.
But you really, I mean, you do hold your bouquet for a while, but not long enough where like if it was worth the wait, I would carry it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
So what do you, I don't even know. What do you do with it at the reception? Do you like put it on your table? Yes.
I think a lot of people do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ours are, we always just say like put it maybe off to the side or on like a dessert table or a guest book or something along those lines because it's just a little too big to put in front of people.
Yes.
Because then you don't want it blocking your faces when you're up there.
Actually, that's such a good point. I feel like so many weddings that I go to or I'm in where like I have to help the bride find, kind of get settled.
Yeah.
We always have the plan to put it right smack dab in the middle of the table. And then you get there and it's massive and you're like, oh, you can't see anybody. So we got to move this somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's good to keep in mind for you brides planning is
The
maybe
guest table. Or not the guest table, the
Guest book.
The
guest book, dessert table. Maybe have a separate place planned for that so it's not in front of your face.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
As pretty as the flowers are, they want to see
No, you
They
want
wanna
to show
see
them
the
off,
face.
but you do want to see the bride and groom.
Oh.
What about prom? We just got done with prom. So what are you seeing for that now?
We actually don't design for prom.
You don't?
No.
Okay, so it's just for weddings.
Just for weddings.
Okay.
And corporate events and that types of things. We just don't have all the products in stock for that. We keep kind of a minimal amount of wristlets and different like ribbons and things that go with it. So I'm so out of touch as far as like what's in
Prom
style
trends.
and what trends are for prom. So
Yeah.
we just kind of said like, we're not the best at it. We can't keep up with it. And
Let's
so,
do what we know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good, though.
We're just going to stick in our lane.
So how are you finding the up and coming trends then? Do you read a lot of magazines or online?
A lot of Instagram is
Yeah.
the main source for us. Pinterest, you'll see some things too, but mostly just following florists on Instagram from, like Utah, out east, California, just watching like new different style trends of what they're doing and keeping up with that. And, for our side, the nerdy part is like the different mechanics that people use, how to create those pieces. And so that's what I try and really study and look for and see how we can like elevate our designs and like actually make certain things hang this way and, get flowers to last longer, water sources, hydration baths, all those things.
All those things that none of us
So many things,
people ordering
so
are
many
thinking
little
about.
things.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we know you have a meeting, so we want to wrap up, but where can people find you?
You can find us, go to our website, lovealwaysfloral.com. It's the best place. You can order flowers online, or you can fill out any event form on there as well and just ask us any questions, and we're happy to help. Or you can call us, 701-205-8710.
Well,
Instagram as well, so we'll
Yes.
link that as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
thank
This
you
is so
so
fun.
much.
Thank
And we
you,
were just
Christy.
like, this is such
Thank
like
you.
a fun thing to talk
Yeah.
about. We were so excited to pick your brain, and you
Yeah.
had so much good insight. So thank you so much, and
thank you.
cheers to
Cheers.
Friday. Enjoy the
Friday.
weekend, people.
Enjoy the sun.